I am doing everything in Disney World. We have 100 days and 1,000 tasks, and we really gotta keep going. Now, if you've not been watching this, you might be wondering, why are you doing this? It's so that way my friends can come with me to Disneyland Paris, if I can complete this challenge. This is where we're at so far. Now, the keeper of our list, her name is Agnes. She's our bestie, she's AI, and she tells us what we're doing every day. She tells us if we have a challenge. And so today, Agnes, tell us, what the heck are we doing?
Hello, Emma. 10 items have been sent to your device. For today's challenge, tag every task with a different Disney princess based on device. Have a magical day.
Okay, so the park just opened and we are headed to the #1 rope drop must-do, Impressions de France. And you might be hearing about this for the first time ever. And it's because you have to rope drop this if you want to see it, but most people are not rope dropping this, which I totally understand, but we're gonna book it back to France and catch this wonderful show. So this is a really incredible, very vibey show all about different French cultures and things that you can find in France, but it only runs early in the morning and then at the very end of the night. So that's why we had to rope drop it, because the hours are really particular. And then during the middle of the day is when they play the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, which I also love. I literally went fast enough that my watch just asked if I'm recording my outdoor walk for the day. And you know what? I am recording my outdoor walk. This is my exercise. Truly, it just like, I take in the last few minutes, especially, I don't film the last few minutes just for myself every time I watch it, because I just like to let the organ and the orchestra wash over my body as I watch it. I just think it is so gorgeous. You see a lot of icons like the Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, which this necklace, I have actually had questions about this before, is a stained glass window necklace from Notre Dame that was my great grandmother's that she has from Paris. And so it just made me like feel connected with her this morning, which I really love, and that's gonna make me cry, so I won't get into it. But it's just, I love it. I love it, I love it. I don't think it's like a must-do for a lot of people because there's so much to do at Epcot, but if you come a lot and you've never done it, highly recommend. Our challenge today is we have to give each task, like we have to assign it a princess. So I think this one has to be Belle, because she's French. And I think she would love exploring and seeing all the impressions of France. Now we have made it over to Canada for our next task, and we've really started doing a lot of these store snacks, which is kind of funny. That is an attraction on Disney's list, so let's see if this one's open. Yes. Now in Canada, there's actually two separate ones. So there is the Canada Store Bar, which is here on the right, and then there's Canada Store Snacks, which technically they're not snack stores. They're all merchandise stores that happen to have snacks in them. So there's maple candies. We could just get a jar of syrup. Maple popcorn, coffee crisp. I'm probably gonna get this. It's a wafer bar with coffee cream center and other natural flavors. This is my breakfast, actually. Light, crunchy, chocolatey. Super chilled. What princess is this? Vanellope. Technically, she is a princess, so she's gonna get this because she's super sweet. Now, next up on our list, we've got a 2-for-1 deal. We're gonna head into Mickey and Friends, and hopefully, we're going to meet both Minnie and Goofy. They're both on our list today. The only thing that is a little bit nerve-wracking is they are not guaranteed to be at this spot. The only person guaranteed to be at this spot is Mickey Mouse. And then after that, it could be anyone. It's why it's called Mickey and Friends. Hi, friend. How are you today? Okay, we said hi to Mickey just for fun, but they're here. It's Goofy and Minnie. Hi, friend. How are you? Oh, well, thank you. That was so nice. Hello, Minnie. Looking gorgeous as always, of course. Oh, You have to flatter you, of course. Okay, now we've got some Photopass spots to head to. One of the first ones is right up here towards the front of the park. All right, we've made it back up to the front. Now, recently we were up here, I guess a few episodes ago now, and we did the super zoom photo shot, which was really sweet and fun. Disney Photopass, I sing its praises. I love that it's available. I love that it's something that you can experience or have here in the parks. It's this lime green shirt person. That's who you're gonna be looking for, and it's Disney's photographers. Now we're going back into the World Showcase, and we're gonna start doing a few more things before we have a really fun reservation a little bit later. Also, I was thinking about it. I think that Tinkerbell is not technically a Disney princess anymore, but she was when they first launched the Disney Princess line. So I'm going to say that she is the Tiny World photo. I've decided. And yeah, she's not technically a princess, but she was. So. Okay, I said I was gonna get wings, but I forgot they have fried pickles here, so I might end up doing that instead, just because it won't be so messy. These are our fried dill pickle spears with a dill ranch on top. It's just a good fried pickle. I'm gonna give the Odyssey to Tiana, because I feel like Tiana makes a lot of incredible food and can be experimental. Okay. Enjoyed some dill pickle spears, realized I sat in water, I guess, and now it's time to continue on with the day. Okay, next up on the list is another Photopass spot here in Norway. Now, they do have one technically for each pavilion, but it really depends on how busy the pavilions are each day, if they're gonna be out, so time for another photo. Okay, we grabbed our pictures. He literally had a big old sign that said Norway. So we had to, right? Obviously this one goes to Anna and Elsa equally. I could not pick a princess. They're both queens, but this one has to go to both of them. We're here in China and we are going to check out a really neat thing that I think a lot of people don't know about, but I actually do weirdly a lot. Now you can do a lot of things in China actually. You can see reflections of China, you can meet Mulan back here. There's a table service dining restaurant as well as a quick service, but we're not doing any of that. We are actually going to cut to the left and we're going to check out the showcase that details a lot about Shanghai Disney. This is called the House of Whispering Willows, and basically it just kind of gives you a sneak peek into Disney's most recent international park because it's opened the most recently. So it just shows you the different lands, all the different things you can find, and it shows you a lot of photos. You can kind of get a sneak peek into what you would find at Shanghai Disney Resort, even some of the merchandise, and then the different styles that they wear, because the characters have different styles all throughout the world. You can even see what the different cast member costumes look like, which I really love because I just think that's so interesting. This is the Zootopia Hot Pursuit attraction costume. That's the ride in Zootopia Land. You can even watch videos, kind of different commercials of things you might see over in that park as well. And of course, they have their Duffy and Friends over there as well. Here's their Fantasyland. One thing that I'm fascinated by is their Alice in Wonderland maze is over in Fantasyland, and it just looks immaculate. You can even find pieces of a mosaic that they have over there. This one obviously depicts Rapunzel. Now, their castle is massive. It's absolutely huge. It has something called the Once Upon a Time Adventure, which is unique to that resort. Guests can actually go inside through the magic mirror and they see into Snow White's fairy tale world. They have Treasure Cove, which we do not have, and a really incredible Pirates ride, which is very different from ours. I've watched a lot of ride-through videos of that Pirates. So lots of neat things. I love to just kind of stand in here, look at the details. They also talk a little bit about their version of Tron, which was the first version of Tron. So I used to spend a lot of time in here just looking before our Tron opened. If I had to give this task to a princess, I feel like it has to be Mulan because it's in the same pavilion where you can meet her. Maybe that's too easy, but that is what my gut is telling me. All right, we've made our way back into France for a little ice cream before our lunch, and it's l'artisan de glacé. I'm sure I butchered that, but it's ice cream and sorbet, and it has a very famous ice cream and brioche here. I think I'm just gonna stick with sorbet because I'm really excited for lunch. And they have, oh, mango sorbet sounds so good. Okay, I ended up getting the mango sorbet. I just think it's probably not the most exciting thing you can get. It is good though. Now for our very last thing, we are actually going to be leaving Epcot. Okay, we made it over to my favorite resort. This is the Boardwalk, and this is home of the brand new, to us, Cake Bake Shop. Now, I've not been to the Cake Bake Shop just yet, not the restaurant. I have gotten to do the walk up with my mom. We came and got a coffee and some treats, but I've not done the restaurant yet. So today we actually get to do another one of their new offerings, which is their afternoon tea. We actually have Miranda meeting us, and she and I are gonna do afternoon tea together. Now right here, this is the bakery. This is a walk up. Anybody can come over here. It has coffee, pastries, full slices of $22 cake, which I hate to say, but is super worth it in my opinion, and even some rosé and to-go drinks. Over here to the left is where you're gonna find the restaurant. Now the restaurant has a myriad of things, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What we're doing today is the afternoon tea. What I'm really excited to see is if it is worth it. For two of us today, it is $250. Okay, we just sat down. Look who I found. I've already gotten chills because we sat down and immediately, look, our names are on the menu. That is so crazy. Welcome, Emma. May your afternoon be filled with regal celebration, memorable moments, and delicious delights.
So we do have 6 teas available, 3 of them of which are going to be black style teas. First, we do have Earl's Grey, which is going to be obviously one of the most popular teas in the world. It's going to be a black style classic tea with some citrus notes, some Calabrian bergamot. Next, we do have our Anna Chai, which is going to be a nice black tea highlighted with some Indian spice notes to it. We're going to get some nice ginger, cloves, a little bit of cardamom, and some peppercorns in there as well too. We do have our breakfast blend, which is great for anyone who's kind of a tea purist.
Okay, so one of the first things they did is they brought out all of the different tea samples and they kind of let us smell it to see if any of the smells or scents are really appealing to us. He did say we can have as much tea as we would like, but we did start off with 2 that we had already been eyeing before we even got over here. For my first tea, I ended up grabbing the L'Oriental, which is a perfumed green tea. And then Miranda, what did you grab?
The Carcade Nuit d'It.
There you go.
I hope I'm saying that right.
It's gorgeous.
It's
beautiful.
so pretty. It's like a burgundy color.
Okay, so we are starting off with the homemade scone, which is an orange cranberry scone, and then it does come with all of the accompaniments. It has a clotted cream right here on the front left. In the back is a light whipped butter, and then in the front is their made in-house raspberry pixie jam. So this is what we're starting off with. There's the chicken salad, the salmon, the cucumber, and the egg salad. And then in the middle they have 3 different kinds of treat bars. And then at the top we have our dessert tier with some chocolate truffles, a macaron, 2 macarons, and some tea cakes that are specifically made for this experience. We just wrapped up. I'm feeling wined and dined, honestly, at this point.
Like royalty.
I feel very well taken care of. First thing I'll touch on, the service was immaculate.
Oh, yeah.
They were so attentive. They went at our pace, which is, you guys know, typically pretty slow.
Yeah.
Because we're doing all the photos and videos. We'll break down the tea tower. We'll start with the sandwiches. Delicious. I know you didn't like all of them, but that's why we like to tag team these, because we all have such different opinions.
And that's only because I'm very hard to please when it comes taste-wise. Hello, picky eaters. I am your gal. Cucumber was a little weird for me just because it's cucumbery. It's going to snap, it's going to crunch, and those are just textures that don't really go for me. The smoked salmon was okay at first. I just feel like I got too much of it and then just couldn't finish it. But that chicken salad.
Chicken salad, the waiter kept telling us the people will come in and order tubs of it, and I truly understand from my heart why they're doing that.
Yeah.
Wonderful all around. I loved the lemon bar. You did not like the lemon bar. We had very different experiences with that. But I thought the bars in the middle, they were tasty overall. They were nice and sweet.
They were
middle tier.
okay, yeah.
And then finally the top tier, which was the desserts. The tea cake, wonderful. So light and decadent. Really enjoyed the truffle. I thought was so rich, and the macaron, just the perfect amount of bite and chewiness. I really enjoyed.
I echo all those same sentiments.
There you go. So, would you pay $95 a person? Because that is what this is before gratuity and tax.
It would have to be a very special occasion, but then again, I think any kind of tea experience is going to be special. For me, I feel like the dinner was more worth it because I got larger portions. I was able to kind of have a bigger variety. It was a different experience. I don't hate it. But I feel like it was just really out of my price range for what I would have done.
That's totally fair. When it comes to afternoon teas, this is still very expensive. That's kind of a running theme here at Cake Bake. I did say to myself, though, if it was my mom's birthday, I would bring me and my mom. I could justify the two of us. I could not justify bringing a child personally.
Because that was what, 65?
And children were 65, I believe. I also don't know that anyone else in my life would enjoy it as much as me and my mom. So I think it takes a very special person to really, truly enjoy it. And for my challenge today, I'm giving this to Cinderella because it just feels very like classy. And I feel like Cinderella's classy.
That's a fit.
And with that, that's another day of doing everything in Disney World. If you guys like this video, you can go ahead and like and subscribe. Now, if you want to watch the entire series, you can do that up on the channel right now. And I'll see you over there.